because after a bum night at Madison Square Garden, we would quickly turn our attention to November 27th. We had circled that date on the calendar because the Knicks went into Atlanta facing a red-hot Hawks team, winners of 7 in a row. Short-handed. Head coach Tom Thibodeau wanted intensity. He wanted focus. He wanted us to return back to our ways of defense and physicality. And led by my guy Alec Burks, led by the youth movement. Oh, they wanted the kids last night. They wanted the kids to play. And they got that. Knicks smoking on that Hawks pack tonight. 99-90. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Salute to all the Knicks fans, all the Hawks fans in here, CK. Tell KnicksFanTV, pack it up tonight. Because we're going to talk tonight. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk tonight. It's going to be a big show. So tell KnicksFanTV, pack it up tonight. Because we got this. 99-90. Hawks averaging 120 points per game over these last 7 games. Second night of a back-to-back. Tibbs wanted intensity. Tibbs wanted energy, and he got that. A lot of places we could go tonight, bro. I literally felt like all 9 players who played tonight contributed to this win in a major way at different points in the game. But let's start with the youth movement because that was the topic of last night's show. And I feel like every time, you know, we have shows like that where we're indicting a player or, you know, we're harping on some negative aspect of this team, things turn around like literally the next game. Every time. It works every time. I think they're watching the show. I really think that they're watching the show. But like I said, we wanted the youth movement. Jay from Florida wanted the youth movement. And with no Nerlens, no Rose, no Taj, no Kemba tonight on rest, we got just that. Shout out to Jericho Sims, Quentin Grimes, bringing that defensive intensity from start to finish. The second unit came in and flipped this game. As they usually do, but now this was a difference 5. So shout out to Sims for holding down the perimeter. Shout out to Grimes for holding down the paint. Shout out to Grimes holding down the perimeter. Intense defense. Emmanuel Quickly, who I want to talk about at length. Playmaking in the point guard role. Understanding. Remember, we knew that there was going to be an opportunity for Quickly to really assert himself as a point guard because there was going to be a night when both Rose and Kemba was going to be out. Tonight was the night. And Quickly, again, playing so well on both ends of the floor was great tonight. Obi bringing that energy, the one-handed slam. Shout out Quentin Grimes. Obi leading the way in transition again. Absolutely solid, man. I'm going to leave one of the youngsters off because I want to get to your points. But you know who we're going to get to after that, man. But give me your thoughts on the youth impact on tonight's game.
Yeah, plus 38 with everyone you just named. From Sims, Toppin, Quickly, and Q Grimes. And then that person we're leaving off, you put him on there, that's a plus 56. But we'll talk about him in a second. But that's huge production. And, like you said, we got to talk about Quick because you're going to look on the stats. You see only had 9.7 assists. Look, the man was on a mission. He was proving that point that he can play this role. This is what he has wanted to show us. This is what he said that he has been working on all offseason. We saw it in that summer league run with those same guys, with the Obi Toppin, Jericho Sims, Grimes. Those are the guys he was doing it with in the summer league, brought that over to the main league, and it looked like the work was paying off. We knew tonight was going to happen where he was going to get that opportunity, and he did a lot with it in 31 minutes. So, yeah, Quickly deserves a lot of conversation there. My man Grimes, defensively, the man is a blanket. The man is a blanket. And Pop Lippin trying to tell you the instincts for this kid is ridiculous.
Lou Williams, have a seat.
I love it.
Quentin Grimes all over the court tonight.
Yep. And 1 for 2 from 3. I get that. Like I said, the shot will come. I am not worried about Quentin Grimes' shot. That dude is a shooter.
Tough shot shooter, man. Tough shot
that's
shooter.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's gonna knock
That's what I'm saying. So when you have this kind of night like this defensively out of Grimes, those are the kind of things that I'm telling you that Tibbs and these guys need to be looking at. I'm assuming we'll be looking at if we're having this conversation about getting minutes. Because if he's able to do this against big time players, one of their best scorers and one of the OG scorers in the league for a long time in Lou Will, then that's something that you got to look at. And, of that bench unit that we were talking about, Obi Toppin is Obi Toppin. My man played great tonight. Surprised he still only got 16 minutes, even with injuries and everything. Mm-hmm. But he was extraordinary, high scorer of everybody on the bench. Shout out to Obi Toppin. But I got to give some attention to Jericho Sims because a lot of us, we said it yesterday, it feels like in these games when he gets the opportunity, it just feels like, you could see the green when it comes to Jericho Green. You can see Jericho Sims. You can see that he's still trying to figure out the NBA speed. Along with just the natural talent he has. And today, from the minute he checked in, the way he was boxing out Clint Capella, he still had, mind you, Clint Capella got his rebounds. We know that. But to slow him down, the way he was boxing out, understood the assignment, kept him off the boards, which led to Obi with the rebound and pushing, which led to RJ with the rebound and pushing, which led to the fast breaks. Jericho Sims, he showed up today, 2 for 2, highest plus or second highest plus minus on the squad, plus 14, definitely warranted. 21 minutes. Tom Thibodeau has said that he's believed in this kid from the jump. He showed that tonight, and beautiful play from all the young guys. And I know we're gonna talk about a certain person we haven't said his name about yet that y'all were hating on yesterday, but we'll get to that.
6 of 6 for Sims. First thing he does, he comes into the game, he rebounds and puts back a Fournier missed 3, slams it, almost hits his head on the rim, comes back, blocks Clint Capella on a rebound put back, pins somebody else's shot to the glass. He's out there setting screens, just getting active. I thought Sims was great for us. Plus 14 on the night when we critically needed front court depth with no Taj, no Noel, and Mitch always touch and go. Sims was solid, absolutely solid tonight. Going back to quickly being prepared in this role. I think Wiley on the telecast mentioned the word poise, or it was Han, I think, just mentioned the word poise during this stretch of games so quickly, and you could just see it. Things are slowing down for him. He's really setting a nice pace. He's pushing the pace. Obviously, when him and Obi are out there, the chemistry's there between those guys. They worked hand in hand together during the offseason. And I thought his defense, especially in the fourth quarter, bro, he spent time guarding Trae Young, who didn't score in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And Lou Williams. Quickly's defense is starting to catch up, and this is why he's, in particular, I think, is going to come into the conversation of potentially starting at the point at some point, because he just gives us that shot in the arm. He just brings that energy, and I think you're going to have to look at that down the road. You definitely, maybe even now, depending on who you ask. But for Tibbs, for sure, you're going to have to look at that with Quickly. And then RJ, topic of conversation last night.
Topic of trade rumors.
Topic of trade him, this, that, and the third. Now, got to make your free throws, all right? We'll knock the negative out there.
For sure.
Plus 18 on the night, 15 points, 7 boards, 6 of 11 from the field. And what I liked about RJ is that he only took 3 threes, didn't settle at the line. He was attacking, bro. He was attacking. And what we've been saying, what a lot of people have been saying over the past few weeks is he runs much better with the second unit because they push the pace.
Push the pace. That's how he wants to play.
RJ's game is transition. That's part, and it's not to absolve him from his deficiencies overall as a player. Right. But it's just to say that when he's running with the starters, they just run at such a much slower pace. That's not his game. So he's trying to find his way there. But as soon as he's out there playing with the kids, things open up for him. Mm-hmm. Third quarter, he's becoming a playmaker now. Made a nice play where he got into the teeth of the defense, kicked it out to Quickly for a 3-point shot. RJ, his game is out in transition. And so I think, another thing is Tibbs just got to look to stagger his minute. And you saw that tonight. You saw RJ getting a lot of minutes with that second unit, and he was very effective there. Very effective.
Yeah, you were in attendance for that game on Tuesday against the Los Angeles Lakers, but that was the number one thing I started off the show with. is this exactly what we got tonight. Maybe you can talk about the fact that our hand was forced, but was seeing RJ Barrett play more with that second unit to see his game open up. And everything you just mentioned was the reason why we all need to see it. We all want to see it because, the way that he plays in that fast pace, whether he has the ball or he doesn't have the ball, opens up the floor and opens up the game for not just himself, for so many other players that were on the floor tonight. Manuel quickly was given so many other open opportunities because RJ Barrett was still on the floor. That's and right. The way that he is able to drive, get the attention, and like you mentioned, push that ball out for an open shot from quickly. And in other instances, the way that he's able to draw the attention, slip the ball over to whether it's Mitchell Robinson or Jericho Sims that are right there for an easy dunk or easy put up. Like those are the kind of things that you don't get to see him run with that starting unit because, fill in the blank is dribbling the air out of the ball and eventually the ball gets them in the corner. Or B, they just aren't, running, they aren't pushing the pace. Another thing, and what I want to talk about with Mitchell Robinson, which I don't think we get to see enough of, and he showed off tonight, was the way that when we get a stop or we get a rebound, that ball is gone. RJ Barrett always wants to push that ball if Obi Toppin's running. But Mitchell Robinson, that was something from his game that I don't think we get to see enough. The dude got the ball, and 2 times that Obi Toppin, Quentin Grimes alley-oop play that we're talking about. That was Mitchell Robinson. Yeah. That was all Mitchell Robinson. The way that he got that ball, threw it up, Grimes was there, alley-oop was sent up. So those are the kind of things that, with Mitchell Robinson, I'm going to clump him in there as well, even though, it was more Sims that played in that second 5. That's the thing that's missing, those outlet plays. With the good defense, then comes the fast break. And RJ Barrett, he just looks so much more comfortable playing with that second unit. Definitely got to make those free throws. 2 for 5 is not okay. But like you said, 1 for 3, I'll take that. 6 from 11 from the field, a plus 18, 15, 7 boards. I still feel like he was robbed of a few assists there, but yeah, man, definitely a better production out of RJ Barrett tonight. And a game that mattered. We needed this one.
Way better production. Where we go now? My guy who played point guard tonight is the Burks Hive in the chat. I got something to say tonight. Look, man, versatile player, emergency point guard situation. I knew Tibbs was going to start him tonight. Tibbs, leaning veteran, was going to start him tonight. And first quarter, he's all over the stat sheet, bro. Has a couple nice passes, finishes with 3 dimes, 2 steals. He's getting on the rebounds. Again, good rebounding guard. 7 rebounds for Burks tonight. 5 of 7 from the stripe. But in the third quarter, when things got interesting, missed the fourth quarter. Say, you know what? I gotta go. I gotta get activated right now, CK. You know what I mean? I can't wait till the fourth quarter. We gotta get activated right now. My guy Alec Burks with 15 third quarter points, 4 3-pointers. Let's get it going. And yeah, listen, he had some turnovers here and there. He's not a true point guard. But I thought overall, Burks trying to be a playmaker and really battling on the boards, those 2 things was really the things that stuck out to me because I knew, when he gets it going, he can be a microwave. So I wasn't surprised at the 15-point outburst. But I was, and his defense. Burks' defense was on point tonight. So, hey, give it up to my guy Alec Burks, man. 23 points, 7 boards, 3 dimes on the night. Burks, solid and leading his team to victory.
Yeah, I don't know how realistic it is or how in the cards it could be because we know Kemba Walker and we know we can't really sit Mr. High Paid Evan Fournier, but I love what he does, what he did at least tonight in that starting unit because he doesn't let he doesn't, I don't know how to say this. The fans are always calling and talking about how our subbing is robotic and the starters just play very robotic. Alec Burks, you could tell when something's not working and then he takes the ball and completely flips it up and does something different. And that was one of the big things from Alec Burks. I enjoyed him in starting because I ain't gonna lie, I was hoping Quick was gonna get it, but like you said, we knew it was gonna be Burks that got the start. But yeah, in that third quarter, as you mentioned, he knew he couldn't wait till the fourth quarter. He had to do it now. And he saw that the ball was sticking a little bit with Fournier, sticking a little bit too much in that third quarter for Julius. He figured it out in the fourth. And then that's when Burks took over and he started making some better plays. He was moving the ball. Then he was getting his shot down. And that's something that I really think that this starting 5 really needs. I'm not taking a knock at Kemba or this, that, and the third. It's just something where I feel like your guy, and you've been saying it, I think there is a conversation. I don't know how and when and who, but there's a conversation that Burks could be in this starting five because that might be the mix that we might need. I don't know how, but I think that's something we need to think about.
Hey, it's a conversation that needs to be had. You know, I still give Quickly the edge just on playmaking prowess. And, you know, I just don't think Burks can be a full-time point guard.
Yeah.
But, again, tonight when he was needed, his number was called and he stepped up in a major, major way. You mentioned Fournier. I thought he set a good tone early in the game. Mm-hmm. And then when the Hawks jumped out to a 6-0 run in that third quarter to take a 5-point lead, I thought Fournier did a good job, hit a couple big shots for us in that third to really, you know, quell the momentum a little bit and keep us within striking distance. And then in the fourth, hit some big shots as well to extend that lead. So great job by Fournier. I thought he was an aggressive Fournier tonight, and we needed it.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's what I was saying. It's just some instances, but I feel like with the people we had in when it was Quickly, whether it was Burks, I think they were able to bring the game back because it felt like those final 2 minutes of that second quarter, you know, Fournier and Randall came in, they played a completely different game. But like you said, the start from him was great, and that third quarter, you can see that he turned it around. But yeah, 20 points, and that's what we're asking for. We pay him so we can make those buckets, and he gave us those buckets that were needed tonight. And that's all. That's really all I'm asking for from him, so I can't get mad at the 20.
Yeah. Quiet night shooting for Julius. He struggled a bit from the field, but I thought he was still active. I thought he was still intense out there. 11 rebounds. I thought early in the game he was really trying to be a playmaker, understanding that we needed all hands on deck in terms of just getting the ball moving. And we saw that early. We saw him attacking, and once again in the paint, kicking out. We got found. I think he found Fournier and RJ for a 3-point shot. So good job by Julius, just understanding the moment and being aggressive as a playmaker. You know, shots wasn't really falling too well for him. I didn't think he took the best of shots, but overall, I liked his activity out there. And, you know, the contributions that we got around the team, you know, 8 points from Julius, we were able to survive and get through it. So good job by him, even though it wasn't a good shooting night by him.
Yeah, it's always nice to come out with the win, even when Julius Randle's not having a great game. It's good to know that we had a good team effort tonight because, it was a rough one offensively for him, for sure.
120 points this Hawks team was averaging, man. Hold them to 90 in their building on the second night of a back-to-back.
8-1 at home, too, CP.
8-1 at home. This was a nice bounce-back win for this squad, man. This was a great win for this team. This was the game we were circling on the calendar. And we got the job done. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Hit that thumbs up button for a Knicks win. We got 1,500 people in the chat. I want to see 1,000 likes in the chat tonight before this night is over. We smoking on that Hawks pack tonight, CK. So let's talk to the people. Remember, the show's presented by Manscaped. Go to manscaped.com and a promo code KFTV for 20% off plus free shipping. Before we get to the phones, I want to shout out some super chats that have already come in. Shout out to Boston Nick. Sent a $5 super chat. He says, so now we've seen a glimpse of a healthy Mitch. Would have changed the dynamic of the Hawks postseason last year. The argument could be made for a game 6-7. Yeah, I mean, we so deep in the season now. You know, last year is last year. I'm just glad Mitch was able to get out of this game healthy. But overall, it was just good to see him. And even though Capella had his fair share of rebounds, a monster night for him, I thought Mitch really battled. Mitch really battled him tonight. And helped us and helped stave off some second chance points for the Hawks. Mitch finished with 11 boards, 11 boards for Mitch. I thought he scrapped out there.
Yeah, you definitely see where we were missing Mitch in that series. You know what I mean? Like, I understand he didn't have the points there, but like I said, the small plays defensively, just the presence, those were all the things that we were missing from Mitchell Robinson in that playoff series. And like I said, I was just thrilled by just how well he was a part of pushing the pace and that and that whole thing tonight. You know, that's all I wanted from Mitch, to get those defensive stops, rebound, push, and then the rest follows. So yeah, I thought Mitch Robinson played well. The 2 points didn't bother me. It was everything else that he did I thought was really solid.
You know, the two things that really helped us get out in transition: the rebounding and the defense. You know, getting those key stops, getting a steal, getting a block shot, getting out and running. And I thought we did a good job of that. 10 fast break points for the Knicks tonight. Shout out Kenny Gales, $20 super chat. He says, play the damn kids. Effort, energy, pace, cuts, Birkin bag, perks worth every penny over Evan. I thought Fournier had a good game tonight still. RJ better with the second unit. Play IQ all 48. I love his effort. Grimes in your face all game. Sims actually boxes out. Free Obi. Shout out my guy Kenny Gales. Alyssa Calendar, $10 super chat says Kemba about to become the new Theo Pinson. Oof. Alyssa Calendar sending Kemba to the wall. John Kim says, sends a $5 super chat says Sims needs more minutes, and we fans been saying free Grimes. Great defense tonight with IQ on Trey tonight. I'd like to see McBride get some minutes as well. No doubt, man. Shout out to John Kim. All right, here we go. Let's see who's up on the phones. My guy J Cal said he was calling in. J Cal, if you're out there, go ahead and call in on the Discord so we could go to you. We'll go to you first on the Discord. But first up on the phones, let's go to Benji from Manhattan. Benji, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, CP? What's up, CK2K?
Benji.
Huge night, man. I'm so pumped up about this win. It's been a while since I spoke to you guys, but as you know, I waited out in the freezing cold for an hour to get on the phone with you guys. So I'm super pumped. Just a couple observations from the game. I think it's I thought Fournier was terrific tonight. I don't think he gets enough credit. Keep in mind he's been a big part of our last two wins against the Lakers and tonight against the Hawks. Like you said, when it looked like the Hawks might be pulling away with the game in the early third quarter when Trey started getting going, he hit that big three at the top of the key, and he had another nice drive to the basket. Yeah. He had it seemed like he had a quiet game, but he actually hit some huge baskets. He had a big three again in the fourth to give us some more separation. Obviously, it was great to see the kids get out and run. I really like Grimes' game, even though the stats really aren't there. Just the way he's playing out there, his savvy, he doesn't look like he's scared of the moment. And I'm gonna say two kind of semi-controversial things here, just to get your reaction to it. Number one, I would say that Alec Burks is probably pound for pound our best player on the team. All things being equal, all things being, I know you like that, CP. Yeah. All things being equal, he is the guy that I trust the most, and that's the most reliable in any situation. So keep in mind, let's say end of game situation, we need to score. Yeah. I want Alex Burks with the ball. If we have a broken play that isn't going, a broken play out of a timeout or an inbounds pass, I want Alex Burks with the ball to figure out how to get a shot. He's the Swiss Army knife guy that can get us what we need in any situation. He's so reliable. Think about how many games you talk about. He was instrumental in getting us back into the game, or in the fourth quarter taking over the game. He's just that 3-year $30 million contract now is looking like an absolute steal. I'm proud of the guy. He's really good. He's quietly becoming my favorite player.
Let's go.
Secondly, Jericho Sims. Obviously, the body of work is not there, but I have a gut feeling he might be the best center of all of our centers. I'm telling you, this guy, he from summer league on down to now has not shown any rust, he hasn't shown that he is green in any way. Yeah. He comes in, he's not supposed to be a good free throw shooter. He comes in tonight, he makes 2 free throws easily. Mitchell Robinson, as much as I want to like him, right? I bought a KnicksFanTV shirt with Mitchell Robinson's face on it from you guys, but whatever that might be, you'll see sometimes Mitchell Robinson shoot a free throw and it's a straight line drive that hits the front of the rim, like he did, I think, last night. So Mitchell Robinson, I thought he was kind of good tonight. He was good tonight. He was active. He was good on the boards, made some nice plays, but he's still a complete zero on offense. At least Jericho Sims, he's arguably a better lob threat than Mitchell Robinson because he jumps 5 feet above the freaking rim. So, from that standpoint, we got to see more Jericho Sims. I know as soon as Taj and Noel are back, he'll probably, slowly get phased out again. But obviously these guys are going to be on and off injured all season or missing games, particularly Noel. Noel's played 6 games this year. So I think Sims needs more time. I think Alec Burks is our most reliable player.
Let's do it.
And again, I think people need to lay off Fournier. He's been a little bit inconsistent so far, but he's Reggie Bullock. Take a look at Reggie Bullock's numbers. He's been awful this year. How would you feel if you were committed another 3 years to that guy who can only do one thing, and that's catch and shoot the ball as much as he was for us? So Evan Fournier, much more skilled. There's much more potential there. He's had two of his last 3 games have been huge for us, and they've been responsible for us winning.
All right.
Looking forward to listening to the rest
of the doubt, man. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Let's go to Ron from B-More. Ron, you up next. Let's go, Ron. I already know what type of time Ron is on. Let's go. Let's go.
Man.
Let's
CP.
go. Let's go.
Isn't it fun how now everybody's come to our side of the table?
Yeah. It was only a matter of time, Ron. It was only a matter of time, my guy.
You know, he can be whatever you want him to be.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have to be MJ. He can be Jason Kidd. He can do it all.
Yeah.
He can pass. He can shoot. He can defend. Kemba can only shoot.
Yeah.
And this is why I think Burks has to start. To me, IQ and Burks are the two most natural creators on the team. What you saw tonight was Julius Randle didn't have to have the ball in his hands the whole game.
True.
Julius could actually focus on other things. He could focus on getting rebounds. He could focus on running the floor. Yeah, sure, he got a couple ISOs, a couple in the middle of the floor. I actually thought the one that got him going was the putback. He had a putback, and then he ran the floor and got rewarded. RJ passed it to him. Mm-hmm. That's what got Randall going.
Yeah.
Sims sets better screens than Mitch.
Yes.
So I'd like to play him more. I think Obi was great. Randall did have some big boy assists. The one to Burks, that was what I like to call. He was giving it to Trae Young. That was where he used his mind and he made the play to Alec Burks, Mr. Mm-hmm. Clutch. I mean, Randall was +2 in a game where he shot awful. That's progress for me. He only had one turnover. So I think the creators have to be IQ and Burks.
Okay.
I think people now are starting to see. When we said Burks was MJ, we didn't say. Well, I said it. You didn't say it. I wasn't actually meaning that. But what I was trying to get people to think in their minds. Mm-hmm. We have to live in Burks High. There is no other place. Yeah. You can't leave it. We're all in it now. You have to accept the reality. You have to accept the reality that this is the world we are going to live in now.
Yeah.
So you either have to get with the program because we can't escape it. It's like the Matrix.
That's it, man.
We take the pill.
We here. Appreciate the call, Ron. Appreciate the call. Burks Hive stand up. My guy Ron been talking on Burks Hive since last year. Consistent with it. Yeah,
you cannot switch that phone to Ron fast enough, bro.
No, well, we got a lot of callers, man. We got a lot of callers, so we definitely got to keep it rapid fire. You know what I'm saying? I want to get to as many people as we can tonight. But me and Ron can talk all night. You know what I'm saying? We can definitely talk all night. Definitely appreciate Ron and Benji calling in. I see the Discord going up. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to LB from the Bronx first, and then J Cal on the matter of fact. Let me get to J Cal right now on the Discord. Since he just checked in, salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. I want to shout out Mario Cruz in the chat. He's repping team #new. He says we need to embrace the depth. Shout out to Mario Cruz in the chat. And if you guys are new in the chat, man, leave us a #new. We'll shout you guys out. Even the Hawks fans, because I know they're in here tonight, CK. They ain't watching Hawks Fan TV tonight. They're with the real ones. Tonight. Let's get it cracking. J Cal on the Discord. What's going on?
Big win, CP.
Let's go.
Got a big win big win tonight.
Yep.
This is the best win of the season. I think we all agree because not only did we beat the Hawks, who got us last year, but man, Sims, Grimes, Obi and IQ together. That was something to see. When you saw Obi in there with Sims and the pick and rolls and they're rolling to the basket, and it's like any point in time, it just opens up for the guards to get a layup or a jump shot, and then all these alley-oops and dunks. We must admit that we have a problem. Like, in order to solve your problems, you have to admit you have one. Mm-hmm. The starting lineup is a problem. Mm-hmm. It does not work. We're 19 games in. I guarantee you, if we do this for another 11 games and we're 30 games in, it's not getting better. Mm-hmm. It's a broken starting lineup, and you put your guy, Burks, in there, and you saw instantly it changed. We, last year, rewarded people who played well. This year, I think Tibbs is being complacent and he's loyal to, Randall, Barrett, Mitch. He's being loyal to the guys who got him there last year. I understand that. But when you see the energy level difference, it is so stark. When IQ is out there, we have to look at who are the best players this year, not last year.
Yeah.
Who's the best player this year on our team? IQ? Obi? Yeah. Burks? These are the best players. Rose, obviously. Didn't play tonight. And then tonight we see Grimes and Sims. Oh, my Lord. This is... When they're on the floor together, Sims is legit. I don't want to get crazy here, but Sims versus Mitch. Mitch is not moving well. And Sims, I mean, that's like a simulation watching him.
Yeah.
It does not seem real. He is above the basket. What we saw, summer league, we always discount, right? We always lose our minds. But I think we lost our minds correctly this summer with Jericho's simulation. He's a cheat code.
Jericho's simulation.
I like that.
He's in the metaverse. He's coming out of the metaverse.
I like that.
It's absolutely. We have to get him more minutes. And you know what?
Yeah.
We gave more minutes to Obi. What's happening this year? Obi, I think, is the most improved player on the team this year, along with IQ.
Sure.
Those are our two best players.
Yeah.
When IQ and Obi come in, the deficit goes away. Then what do? Okay, here comes Kemba, here comes Randall, here comes Barrett. Okay, now we're going to go down 10.
Molasses.
I mean, this got to stop. And I don't know how Tibbs manages the egos and loyalty and whatever, but I feel so good about how well we drafted. I mean, Sims
goes back.
What
to
did
the
we
youth.
Pick him?
Goes back to the youth. We
youth
got some
on this
kids
team
here.
is crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
We got some kids here, and the thing you got to give quickly credit, man, because we saw from Summer League, J. Cal, how much he and Tibbs were kind of working together. After every game, Tibbs would be in his ear.
They were conspiring,
and we said it all off season how important his growth and development at the one was gonna be, because we're gonna have a night like this. When there's no Rose, there is no Kemba. And IQ, give him credit, man. He's giving Tibbs exactly what he wants. He's giving our offense a shot in the arm. He's pushing the pace. He's bringing energy. He's intense on the defensive end. He's giving everything that the coach needs from him. And it's paying dividends, man. IQ looks great.
And what about Obi? I mean, this guy is the first guy down the court every time. Single time. And Randall looks like a head case out there. He is not over that playoff series, and I don't know what we do. He was the most improved player last year. He is the most, he's taken a step down this year. Tonight, I mean, his shooting was obviously abysmal.
Yeah.
At least he passed the ball, and he got some rebounds and a couple of assists. I mean, that was Randall and Barrett are regressing, and I did like Randall. Did you like Randall when he was with the second unit? You saw his energy go up a little?
Yeah. I thought, besides the shot, I still thought Randall was into the game. And RJ had a good game tonight.
I'm sorry, Barrett. Barrett's energy level went way up.
Yeah,
for sure.
RJ, I thought RJ was on point tonight, especially with the second unit, because they play his game.
Yes, they went faster. He should not. Randall and Kemba and Fournier and Mitch are slow. They're all broken and slow.
Yeah.
And when you put Barrett with IQ and Obi and they're running, and obviously Rose, I mean, he's an old man, but man, he runs too. The pace is just totally different with that second unit, and we ran them off the floor.
Yeah.
You could see it. The Hawks did not have an answer for Jericho Sims, IQ, or Obi. And this kid Grimes can play defense too. Oh my Lord.
Grimes is all over it, man. Grimes is all over the court, man.
Anyway, I feel so much bad. Last night was a disaster.
Last night was rough, man. But then again, didn't they beat the Nets tonight? So shout out to the Suns, man. Did the Suns beat the Nets tonight?
No, that's a legit team.
They did, yeah. 16 in a row.
Yeah, Suns are legit, man. 113,
That's
107.
legit.
Get Brooklyn
All
up
right,
out
man.
of here. All right, J. Cal,
Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys.
Yes, sir.
Cal.
J. Cal on the check-in. Shout out my guy J. Cal on the Discord. Crispy on the Discord, man. If you guys want to call in on the Discord, you're more than welcome to do so as well. We have a regular link for the Discord now. That is discord.gg/KFTV. TM, just keep me honest in the chat. I believe that is the Discord link. Discord.gg/KFTV. Join our Discord community, man. Shout out TM, Gotta Be Legend, Ayo Pal, all the mods, everybody that contributed to the server boost. You heard how crystal clear J. Cal is coming in. The Discord is on and popping, man. The Discord is rocking right now. So, yeah, you guys can call in there, or you guys can call in on the switchboard, man. 657-383-1509 is the number to call. Shout out everybody in Team #new that's on the check-in. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button, hit that subscribe button. Share these videos, Shout out my guy Louis Velez, CK. He's a Hawks fan. Oh, Louis been chirping since the playoffs, man. He's commenting on every video. He's talking about November 27th, man. It's almost here. Shout out Louis Velez. I know he's in the chat.
I was going to say he's here.
Oh, he's got him. Yeah, I saw him. I saw him in the chat. The
All
chat's
right.
been going crazy, but I saw Louis Velez in there, man. So,
Okay.
you know, are you ready to make a change in the starting lineup?
Oh man, my question always comes down to what though. You know what I mean? I know it's so easy to say Emmanuel Quickly, right? But what the hell happens to the bench when you take Emmanuel Quickly out of starters? You know what I mean? That's the hard part. That's the hard part for me. I think if there's any move I make, it's the Alec Burks move, but it's not for Kemba. I don't know if you swap him with Fournier. I just like Burks when he's playing with the stars. I like how he starts the flow in that first and in that third quarter. I know he's a closer. You can let him close as well. But I'm coming. He's coming. I'm coming around to y'all. You and Ron's point of view when it comes to Burks. But man, it's so easy to sit here and say let's start Emmanuel Quickly. But then I get concerned about the second unit because what's going to happen? You play Derrick Rose and Kemba Walker together in the second unit. I don't know if that works. I don't know. What would you do?
I mean, I'm definitely looking at Kemba and throttling his minutes. I'm looking at IQ. I think IQ would be the better bet. Just from
what happens to the second unit?
Well, yeah, because I like keeping IQ and Obi together too. But then you got Rose and Obi still. But the second unit does change a little bit. Yeah. But then you go back to Burks as your microwave, and maybe you move Grimes up there. I think Alex Wolf said it best. Last week when he was on Knicks Weekly with me, he was like, listen, even though the Knicks bench is probably one of the best in the league and you're a little bit leery to tweak the starters, maybe you do tweak it and sacrifice a little on the bench. I think you have to test it out and see. You know what I mean? But to J. Cal's point, man, the starting lineup, they're slow. They're unathletic.
Yeah.
They have no cohesion yet. Maybe they do in time. But I think what Quickly's showing you is that he's just giving us that energy that we need from a point guard.
I hear you.
So
and that just sounds like a nightmare. If you're swapping him for Kemba, I just don't know then what the hell happens next because Kemba gonna play. True. Like in 2K, I'm sure you could take him out of the lineup, but with Tibbs, like he's gonna find minutes for Kemba. So where does that work? I know in the offseason I was thinking it would be fine with him and D Rose, but I'm completely off that bandwagon. I don't see that coming off the bench. So. Yeah, I like it too. I just don't know how it looks on the bench. That's my only fear with that.
Shout out to all the Knicks fans that were in attendance in the building tonight, man. If you guys were in the building tonight and want to call in, let us know. Make sure you guys let KnicksFanTV Edgar know, and we'll get you guys right through. And shout out to the closer, ladies and gentlemen. That's who I got up on the screen right now. The closer, Jay Boogie, was at the game, and MSG went to the closer right before they went to the commercial break. So shout out to Jay Boogie, was out there on the screen when the Knicks sealed the deal. So shout out to him. All right, we're going to go back to the phones, man. We got a lot of people on the line. People, rapid fire. I need your strongest take and pass the baton off to the next guy. Give me your strongest take and pass it forward. LB from the Bronx, you up next. LB, what's going on?
Yo, what's going on, man?
How you feeling, bro?
Am I allowed to use the speakerphone? Or
No
speakerphone.
No speakerphone, fam.
Okay,
No speakerphone.
my bad. Okay, I just wanted to say what's up to my boy CK, man. Run the intro. That's one of my favorite lines right there.
Let's go.
But like you said, this is rapid fire. I don't want to hold y'all up. I just want to say, obviously, the Knicks is looking much better with the youth. I don't know who could get in Tibbs' ear, but somebody got to get him to start playing the youth more. Like it's obvious. My question, I just heard y'all talking about who should start. Just in my opinion, I notice it's hard. I feel like Tibbs be like he's worried about the veterans' egos, but we got to worry about winning. Like we need to put the best players out there that can help us win. And I feel like right now, as far as how Quickly is looking like a starter in this league. In my opinion, I feel like he's looking like a starter in this league, and I feel like he should be the one starting that point. I feel like Kemba and Grimes, they need to stagger their minutes. Like if Kemba's playing well, you give him the minutes. If not, then give it to Grimes. I love Kemba. I'm from the Bronx. I actually know Kemba personally, but at the end of the day, man, this is not about that. This is about the Knicks and our team winning. And I just feel like we look so much better with the youth. Like look at just the energy is different. And on one other point I wanted to make, Randall, I think one of the best things for Randall is Obi getting so much better because that forces him to play the right way. Obi getting better. Everybody's watching. Oh, the crowd. Everybody gets excited when Obi is out there. So Randall either has to play. If he can't score 30 points a night, he has to do all the little things to help us win.
Yes,
and if not, they're going to be calling for his head.
Absolutely. No question about it, man. Great call, LB from the Bronx. Definitely appreciate that. And look, CK, I thought, again, if you want to go back to last night, I thought Kemba gave us some good minutes. But, the thing is, what quickly is showing you is that we need more dribble penetration consistently.
Yeah.
We need that. Even Burks gave that to you early in this game. Had one he found, I believe it was, I forgot who he found for a 3-point shot. I believe it was RJ for a left elbow 3. We need more dribble penetration. Quickly is showing the patience and changing the tempo and controlling his pace in the pick and roll. He's making solid decisions in the pick and roll now, bro. He's stepping up, man. You could see it. You could see the growth in his game. 7 dimes again tonight. I think you got to look at it. You have to look at it.
Yeah, I'm look, I agree. With my points, I'm not saying I don't want him to start. I just knowing Thibodeau, maybe I'm already like in that negative standpoint. I just knowing Thibodeau, there's no way that Kemba Walker's minutes just suddenly vanish. I know he was talking about Kemba going to the bench and staggering minutes, but he did not once say Derrick Rose's name. No. You forget he's on the bench and he's on that team too. So I just don't know what happens there. I agree. I think that he would be a perfect add-in and would probably change that pace instantly with that starting unit. I think we see Mitchell Robinson get a little bit more active. I know we were hearing, Jay Cal and some other people talking about Mitchell Robinson looking a little stiff and not like that kind of player. Mm-hmm. I think you see that wake up with a guy like Emmanuel Quickly and Stars. I just don't know what that means for everyone else on the bench. I just don't see Tibbs doing that. I just can't see it. I don't
see it just yet, but let's see what happens.
But I agree. I hear y'all.
So salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Hit that thumbs up button for a Knicks win. How you feeling it, man? How's everybody feeling in the chat tonight? Between last night and tonight is Saturday night. Throw an emoji in the chat, man. Let us know how you feeling tonight after we smoked on that Hawks pack 99-90. Shout out J Cal, $100 super chat from J Cal out in the Bay Area. Says big win, thumbs up button for your boys. Thumbs up button for your boys tonight. Shout out to J Cal. Shout out to, and I know there's a ton of other super chats we got to get to as well, man. So if you did send one, we will get to it at some point. But we trying to juggle a lot of things, so definitely appreciate the support. Orlando Powell sends a $20 super chat. Said love the pace IQ brought to the game. Would love to see Randall live in the paint and play with force instead of behind the 3-point line. Well, shout out Orlando Powell. Kevin Joseph, $10 super chat. Said Julius's number one issue with our first unit to start the second half. We tried to force a bucket for him, and they went on a 7-0 run. Yeah. And to close the second quarter. We went to a lot of stagnation. The offense was just too stagnant with the ball in his hands. So I agree. I definitely agree. David Claudio says Tibbs is grooming IQ to take this team over at the point guard position eventually. But damn, Obi, Grimes, IQ, and Sims all look insane. Glad Randall didn't overplay. Shout out to him, man. Shout out Avinaj Vaswani, team #new. Avinaj, what's going on, man?
You said that perfect. I would have butchered that, bro.
Yeah. Avinash, man. Salute to Avinash. All right. Salute to everybody in team #new. All right. Next up, we're gonna go to Dan from Jersey, and then we're gonna switch back to the Discord. Sam, you on deck. So Sam, make sure you get ready. Dan from New Jersey, rapid fire. We got a lot of calls tonight. Rapid fire. Oh yeah, he's back tonight. Let's go, Dan. Yes. Let's go. Talk that talk. I know you
on that Hawks pack tonight.
Let's go.
Yeah. Let me tell you the difference. What's the difference between Madison Square Garden? And whatever that State Farm Arena is called?
Yeah.
When the home team loses at MSG, you don't hear the fans cheering. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Let's go. We gotta play the youngest. We gotta play quickly. We gotta play Grimes. We gotta play Sims. Hell, get my boy McBride on there too. Y'all asking what about the second unit? I'll tell you what about the second unit. Give my boy McBride a chance. That's it. I'm out.
Dan from Jersey. That's what you call for rapid fire, CK.
That's a rapid fire call.
Yeah, that's what we need, man.
Energy, good points,
rapid fire,
and
man. Just rapid fire. We don't need to know how your weekend is going. Hey, Thanksgiving. We hope everybody's well, man. Just get right to it, man. Get right to it. We got to pick up the pace like Quickly's picking up the pace tonight. Sam on the Discord. Let's get it cracking.
What's up, guys? So I'm just going to rapid fire really quick right now.
Let's go.
The second quarter, we started off that great, I think it was like 4 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to call it the draft squad because all 5 Knicks players on the court were drafted by the New York Knicks. Now, +8 box minus, plus minus. I'm sorry about that. 4 out of 5 shots, all in the paint compared to the Hawks. 1 out of 8 during that stretch when they were on the court from the 3-point line. They were running down the court. If you saw the camera, that was the first time I've ever seen the court look blurred because they were running down the court.
They were getting out.
Yeah. Burks' start was crucial. A lot of people were saying, why didn't Quickly start? Because he was doing some point guard stuff. Burks was able to play off ball more, and he's able to allow Randall to do his thing and get going and stuff like that. The responsibilities were given back to Randall to play, make, and do whatever he needs to do, and that helped orchestrate the offense a lot better. Also, Burks' height, defense, beautiful. A lot of people were concerned about trying to contain Trae Young. Defense is not only about containing one player; it's about containing the entire team.
Yeah.
He did a great job destroying plays.
Yes.
Trae Young had 33. The next player upset, I think the next player up next on the point score was about 12 points. And I don't even know who that was. I think that was John Collins.
Yeah.
But who cares?
Collins and Herter were quiet tonight. Obviously, Bogdanovich went down with the injury. But like you said, I thought Burks was all over the court tonight and did a good job breaking up a lot of plays.
Right. And that was beautiful. Now, getting into it right now, Julius Randle, I just want to say the offensive rating of the team when Julius Randle is off the court goes to 117. When he's on the court, it's 106.
Yeah.
Kemba Walker, on the court, 105. Off the court, 113. Emmanuel Quickly and Obi Toppin both have the highest offensive ratings when they're on the court. Just going to point that out there.
Let's go,
Basic
Sam.
content for the day. Let's go, Knicks.
Let's go, Sam.
Let's go,
Throwing
Sam.
the stats out there, man. Sam, I need you calling in with the stats every night, man. Good looking,
Yeah,
Sam.
You got it, man.
Good looking.
You been on.
Yeah, Sam is on point. Sam is definitely on point. All right, we're going to go to, here's where we're going to go. We're going to go to, I got to get to Mr. William from ATL. He was at the game. That's my guy. I see Jay Boogie, the closer, on hold. Edgar, just go to Jay Boogie and see if he's able to close, or do we want to go to him immediately? Go, Edgar, just go back to Jay Boogie and just check with him, see if he's able to close if we got to go back to him. We're going to go to Mr. William from ATL, and then Michael on the Discord. Michael, get ready. Mr. William, what's going on?
What's good, family? What's good, CP? What's good, CK2K? Listen,
Let's go.
I was in the building. Section 105.
Let's go.
Row X.
Yes.
Let's go.
Seat 1.
Yeah.
Diagonal to the backboard. Here's my takeaways. Number one, when the Knicks put Obi and Sims Quickly and Grimes in the game, you saw a collective sigh from Atlanta. They had no idea that they were going to have to get up and down the floor like that. They were shook. If you looked at them, they were shook. And then when you throw in the fact that Obi, you don't appreciate Obi up and down the floor on TV. You got to see it in person. He is a blur for 6'9" and over 200 pounds running the wing. That was number one. Capella, I know they saw a little bit of him last year. Obi last year, if I may take the fat Joe, the Obi of yesterday is not the Obi of today.
That's a fact.
That just flat out is what it is. As far as the Kemba situation goes, listen, the only true amicable resolution at this time, 20 games in, for Kemba is for the next 10 to 15 games, Tibbs has to employ the Alfred Payton philosophy with Kemba. See what Kemba got in them first 2.5 to 3 minutes, and if it ain't there, Kemba come have a seat. I think that's how you save face across the board. Still get your young guys in there, and they're not having to come back from down 11, down 17, down 9. My last point is I'm rapid firing this. CP, I'll hit you at another time, get a little deeper. But listen, Sims at the 5, Grimes at the 2. I have to tell you that I have not seen a 2-guard slide their feet in defense for the Knicks in years. Not Allen Houston, not Latrell. I mean, years that I saw. I know the numbers weren't there, but when you see the swag from the both of them, like, listen, we here. Put your hands up. Ain't nobody falling back. Ain't nobody taking no shorts. We here. We don't care that we rookies. That's how they were playing. They've
No
earned
question.
more time. It was a pleasure to sit in a row where the only Knicks fan was me and give them all the finger.
Let's go. Give
I'm
him
going,
the
baby.
smoke. Mr. William, give it a smoke, man. Get
Yeah.
back to New York safely, man. Always appreciate you, bro. Great call, man. And yeah, CK, man, my guy Grimes is
Yes.
footwork.
And that's what I'm saying. Me and Papa Left
Yeah,
been trying
y'all
to tell
there.
you guys,
Y'all
like,
were
you have
there.
to see it.
Yeah.
You have to see it. When you see it, like, in person, and you got to, you saw the games when you saw him play, it's just different. Like, it's one thing when you talk about stats and whatnot, but when you see him do it, like, you could just see the instincts and the way that he never gives up a play on defense, the way that he slides. Like, it was just nice to hear from somebody outside of myself and Papa Left, because it's just so noticeable, and I can't wait for that guy to be a fixture of this rotation long term, because I think that we got something special in him. I really do think so.
Now, I'm hearing, so to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Michael, hang tight. Jay Boogie said his phone is dying. Jay Boogie was in the A. We got to go to the closer early. Papa Left, I see you. Papa Left, we're going to close with you. Jay Boogie, you up next, man. Jay Boogie, let's go. Yep. Jay Boogie.
Salute, 3 capital S's.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody rocking with this orange and blue. Shout out to, stand up, man. Stand up wherever you at, man. My voice is gone, point blank like that. Let me tell y'all what's going on, man. This the game that we needed. This the game that we wanted. We was eliminated by these people. So our whole off season, we go ahead and put together our team and been prepped up and waiting on this team right here. This the game right here tonight that's going to turn our whole season around. I'm telling you, we was waiting for this game right here, and we weren't even at full body count, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to Mr. Wilson. He was up there talking about how them guys are sliding their feet. Let me tell you, you can hear them guys talking and screaming and hollering at one another, playing for one another, talking about Grimes, talking about Quickly, talking about Obi, talking about Sims. You can hear them getting at one another about telling them what they need to do on the court and how they need to handle their business. And when they took Obi out, that game right before the half ended, and put Julius in there, when we was on that run, everybody on the side was cheering up Obi like it's okay, because they knew that sub was not supposed to have come, man. But I'm so happy. I feel so great tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? This is a big time win, you know what I'm saying? And just to be in that building and turning up, you know what I'm saying? Hollering and screaming at the players right there on the bench with them, getting at their faces and handling their business. Me and my man Worldwide L, that's my man Worldwide L on my right shoulder and that footage, you know what I'm saying? We down here, you know, bigging up this orange and blue all the way to the fullest, man. But shout out to my GM, CP, you know what I'm saying? A great person. That's my manager right there. And shout out to my man CK2K, you know what I'm saying? The dynamic duo right there, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Miss Moss, wherever she at. Shout out to my man EG rocking that boy. And shout out to Super Dave. We still love you, man. And shout out to everybody holding down this orange and blue. And I got to give a very big special shout out to, you know what I'm saying, Miss Rebecca Harlow. I got to give a very big shout out to my man Mike Breen. I got to give a very big shout out to my man Wally. I talked to all three of them on one-on-one basis, you know what I'm saying? Had a good conversation with them. And you know what I'm saying? Those people right there, they love KnicksFanTV. They love Jay Boogie, and I love them too. And I love everybody in the chat, man. My voice is gone, man. God bless everybody, man. I'm out, man. Everybody continue on having a blessed evening, man. Let's go. We got one for the home team. Bring your dustpans to the garden on the 25th, man.
Let's go. Jay Boogie, the closer, came in early. Great call. Throw some fives in the chat for Jay Boogie in the building representing. And I love the fact that that MSG went to him at the end, man. That was a pleasant surprise, man. See my guy Jay Boogie in the mix, repping with the Jay Boogie snap.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a vibe, man. That was definitely a vibe. Shout out Mr. William was in the building. Jay Boogie was in the building. So great job, man. Great win. And once again, great job. All right, let's hear from. We're going to hear from Michael on the Discord, and then real quick with prize picks, man. Real quick with prize picks. I still came out a winner. Wasn't a great night for me, but I still came out on top. Michael on the Discord. Michael, what's going on? Let me make sure I got him. Oh, Michael, you on the Discord. What's good, bro?
Oh, let's go.
Let's go.
There
Turn
he
up,
is.
Michael.
I don't
Let's
want to
go.
hear none of that. Hey, Randall, man, shut up, man. Every single time after a win, like it's just at least one person saying, "Oh, Jay Randall, oh my God, oh no!" Like, shut up, man.
Yeah.
Look at what we did to that bald crackhead, bro. Come on.
Michael turning up tonight, man. Why,
Yes, sir, man.
Why Michael Chocolate Milk Spike tonight, man?
IQ Defensive Player of the Year, man. Come on, bro. And like, thank God Kemba was on the bench, cause even though Randall didn't play the greatest shooting +2, he went back on defense, not doing that. Oh, come on, man. Thank God.
Yeah, he wasn't complaining.
Thank God he did that.
Yeah.
Thank God, bro. And Burks, thank you. Michael Jordan 2.0. He got possessed by Michael Jordan before the season, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God, like
Michael turned up right now.
I think Burks is starting with IQ just because IQ needs to play with Obi.
I agree
like
with
he
that.
needs to play with Obi. Like IQ with Randall is. I think Burks is better than Randall because Burks understands Randall more. That's something that I think is the only reason why Burks should start over IQ. But I think IQ should play the fourth quarter.
Okay.
You know, like that.
Like he did tonight.
I mean, I don't want to see no trade anyone today, bro. I want to see hype. I want to see hype.
Turn up. Michael said turn up, man. If you're in the chat right now, you turned down.
And then this man, Evan Fournier, finally listened to me. Every single time I mention Tim Hardaway Jr. contract, he actually plays good.
Yeah.
By the way, that was a joke. I don't want Timmy. I said that as a joke because he's contract. Like I don't want that man, but I'm good. I don't want him.
All right.
I don't know where he at anyway. Probably playing in China somewhere.
All right, man. Appreciate the call, bro.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Let's go, Mike.
Turned up. Michael turned up, man.
Yes, sir.
He's not with that Trae Young foolishness, CK. He's with the orange and blue. He's bleeding, bro. He's bleeding orange and blue, man. Shout out to the kid, man. Somebody spiked his chocolate milk.
Get that Trae talk out of here.
Yeah. Michael must have got the Henny in the chocolate milk tonight, man.
Hell
Snuck in the dad's liquor cabinet tonight, man.
Right.
Shout out to Michael, bro. Yeah, Michael came with that fire. I don't see Jay from Florida on the switchboard. Jay quiet tonight. Jay, what's good? You called during a bad loss. You got to call during a good win, man. I got to hear. He wanted the kid, CK. Right? Then
we already know what he would say though.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. You know what he was gonna say. He said he's gonna say, I've seen enough.
Yeah.
See what happens when you play the kid, CP?
Yeah.
This is what I tried to tell you guys yesterday.
That's
you want those. I could do a whole Jay from Florida phone call.
That's exactly what he would have said, bro.
I know what he would say.
That's exactly what he would have said, man. So, shout out to Jay from Florida. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. This is Knicks Post Game Live presented by Manscaped, CP the franchise, CK2K on the ones and twos. We're going to get to some more calls, but as usual, man, along with Manscaped, the show is also sponsored by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is daily fantasy made easy. You got to play Prize Picks over and under game, man. It's very easy to play. And like I said, man, I love playing Prize Picks. CK, last night I came up on $200 on a $20 play. Prize Picks also offers more NBA props than any other daily fantasy prop operator. You can play from the superstar props to the bench player props. They have an assortment of players you can play across different leagues, whether it's hockey, basketball, football, so on and so forth. And all you're doing, people, is you're just predicting the over or under for a particular stat that Prize Picks is selecting per player. You pick between 2 and 5 players, and then that's it. Whether you get 3, 4, or 5 right, there's always ways to win. So make sure you guys go to prizepicks.com or download the Prize Picks app. Enter promo code KFTV for a 100% match on your deposit of up to $100. You don't have to deposit $100. They're just going to match 1-for-1 up to $100. And CK, here's where I went tonight. And like I said, man, I had a decent play. I did win $200 last night on my picks. I had a good night last night. I went 5 for 5. Tonight, here's where I went. I went Trae with the over 24 points. Even though I felt like, Burks and IQ would have gave him a good go at it, I don't think that the Knicks aren't a good overall good defensive team against the pick and roll. I just felt like Trae was going to go off on us with the magnitude of this game. Hawks trending well, averaging 120 points. I thought he was going to be the catalyst. And I took Trae Young over 23.5 points. And he would finish with, he had like 21 at halftime. But Trae Young ended up finishing with 33. So I shattered that by a mile. Next one I went with was LaMelo Ball against the Houston Rockets. Charlotte Hornets coming on the second night of a back-to-back, traveling on the road to Houston. Houston also playing well. LaMelo averaging slightly below his season average of 19 points. He's averaging about 17 points per game. I just figured, second night of a back-to-back, I would go the under 19.5. And I hit.
You survived.
Yeah, I survived. Even though, and that game went into overtime. Bro.
Overtime. Yeah.
LaMelo finished with 19 points. He needed 20 for me to lose that, so I ended up winning that one. Next place I went was a couple of these. I went with some weird ones tonight, but still ended up hitting. I went rebounds. The Mavericks are on a great rebounding team, especially against opposing bigs. Wizards playing the Mavs at home. I went Montrezl Harrell over 7 boards tonight. Came in short, man. Well short. Only 2 rebounds tonight. So that was a dud play. I did not hit on that one. James Harden, CK. 8 assists. With the Suns and the Nets playing tonight, 2 teams at the top of the league in terms of pace, I figured that there was going to be a lot of possessions tonight. And with James Harden this year really deferring and being more of a point guard as he's needed, I thought he was going to get a chance to really play make for his team. Harden had 9 assists in the first half alone. He would go on to finish with, James Harden finished with 14 dimes. So I ended up hitting on that one. So shout out to James Harden. And then the 5th one I played, I really should have taken the under on this one. It's very rare on the second of a back-to-back that you're going to have a player go off against the same team. And this was a weird one because I never seen 2 teams playing in the same place on a back-to-back night. You had New Orleans and the Utah Jazz playing on a back-to-back in Utah. Bojan Bogdanovic had 5 three-pointers yesterday. I did hit that on the over 2.5 threes. Tonight, he didn't make one. So I ended up losing on that one. But overall, I still ended up winning a couple of bucks on the 20-point play. And that was my prize picks entries for tonight. So I ended up winning $8, a measly $8 from my $20 play because I got 3 out of the 5 correct. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, go to prizepicks.com. Make sure you play responsibly. Learn the rules. Go to prizepicks.com and a promo code KFTV for a 100% match on your deposit of up to $100. Yeah, man. $8 tonight, CK. Not bad. But,
hey, man, sorry. I got my money back because the only person that, failed me tonight was Julius Randle. I was really expecting him to have a
Did you go points with Julius?
I went points with Julius. I just thought he was going to go off. I thought with all those names missing, I thought Julius was going to take the opportunity, whether that meant a loss or a win for us. I thought he was just going to go off tonight, and he didn't. But then I got all my other ones right.
The Capella one was an
bro.
interesting
I'm
one,
telling you should have gone with it.
Clint Capella, 13 rebounds, man. I looked at that number. I got a little shook. I'm like, damn, that's a high number. He can get it. And with the Knicks not playing Noel and Taj, I did think it was possible. But then I was like, Mitch is going to be out there battling. I got shook on that one, man. But he had 13 in the first half. He had 13 rebounds in the first half.
Yeah.
It's hard to call the Knicks, man, with prize picks because we're just so inconsistent. Like, I even looked at RJ again. I'm like, do I go in the under on points on RJ? Could he break out tonight? Gets 15 points. They set his number at 14.5. So, there you go, man. I had a good feeling on Trae Young. Definitely had a good feeling on Trae Young.
Same.
Getting the over on points just because, we're just our defense on the perimeter is just, it was tough. And give them credit. Second half, they made their adjustments and really kept them out of the paint. First half, they couldn't do as much. So, I did hit on Trae.
I knew he was going to get the points, but I felt safer with the threes because I just know we love giving up threes, and he knocked out in the first half as well. So,
Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Where's everybody from? Where's everybody from watching this show on the check-in? Throw your cities in the chat. Throw your flag in the chat. Let us know where you guys are checking in from. We got over 1,700 people in the chat right now, man. Throw your cities in the chat. Let us know where you guys are checking in from. All right, back to the phones we go. Let's go to Book from Queens. Book, what's going on?
Yo, CP, I'm going to keep it rapid fire, so
Let's
I'm
go.
not going to scold everybody for kissing up to you
Yeah.
with this Alec Burks stuff. I'm going to let that go and make a case for Quickly for starting.
Okay, let's go.
You know I'm on the bandwagon with Quick from the beginning, but here's the thing. He's the only one physically and mentally capable of guarding NBA point guards night in, night out at the starting position. Kemba can't do it physically. Rose can't hold it up like that. And McBride is too young. That's number one. Number two, I've realized the issue with Evan Fournier, in my opinion, it's not just on him. It's that people look at him as an option, and he's one of those guys that you have to get him going. He's a gun, and you got to load him up. And Quickly, when he comes in, one of the reasons the second unit is so tight is because when he has the ball, he hunts mismatches for himself and for others.
Yeah.
And even though Quickly is not a great penetrating guard, he does shoot free throws well. He draws fouls well. And out of all the point guards on the roster, he's looking like the only one that's going to be our point guard in the next 3 years. So let that be a learning curve for him above everything. And I think him being on the squad, speeding up everybody else, will be good for Fournier and Randall and particularly RJ. RJ wants to play faster. He'll have at least one teammate who's going to run with him. And Julius won't have to make all of those decisions. He'll have somebody finding shots for him and finding those mismatches for him so that as soon as he sees a mismatch, he don't just post up and zero in, because that's our biggest issue on offense in the starting lineup. And I'm done. Puff, puff, pass. Thanks, Fab.
Shout out, Book, man. Good points by Book, man. Definitely good points. Hey, I could go with it quickly in the starting lineup. I wouldn't be mad at it. Like I said, yeah, we are worried about the impact on the second unit, but we got to see. We have to see how it goes,
Yeah.
Because the starting lineup needs a shot in the arm. It's either that or, as Mr. Williams said, you check Kemba's pulse each night, and if he doesn't have it, you go early. You go early to the bench. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like that. That's one of my favorite things. I know, it wasn't a pleasant thing with Elfrid Payton, but it might be a different situation with Kemba Walker. And I think that might be one of the solutions we might have to go to. I like that 2-minute mark for the first and the third and see how it goes.
Yeah.
Might be the move.
Shout out to Adrian Sharon in the chat, says, how do you play Prize Picks in New York? It is legal in New York to play Prize Picks. I'm playing in New York right now. JD plays in New York. It is legal to play in New York. It's not legal in New Jersey. There's a couple states where you're not able to play. I'm trying to find that information right now, but there are a couple of states where you're not able to play. But in New York, you can play Prize Picks legally. You don't need those other means. Won't advocate for that. Or you can play Prize Picks straight up by just going on your website or downloading the app. Let's shout out some people in the chat, TK. Shout out to Jermaine Brown checking in from BK. Popo171, Wash Heights. Everybody up in the Heights, salute. Harlem World, Sherrod 1279. What's going on? We got 0.5 from Brooklyn. Orlando Powell from Brooklyn. Hector Flora checking in from Killeen, Texas. East Blue Drew, Flatbush Stand Up. What's going on? How you feeling? We got Brooklyn's in here heavy, man. Shout out Ricky Stewart checking in from Pittsburgh. We got Stafford Don checking in from South Cac. Stafford, what's going on? J-Rod, Melbourne, Australia. J-Rod, how you feeling? Who you want to shout out, CK?
Shout out to my man Johnny T. I'm also looking at Walter Blackman. Appreciate you guys. I'm looking at I love seeing the ones that are from outside of the state. So I'm looking at oh no, I lost it. Well, there it goes. Well, I see David Peralta from Germany. I see you over there. It might not be our guy Jay from Florida, but I see Kevin Melendez from St. Petersburg, Florida. Shout out to you. Appreciate you as always. Yeah, we got Crown Heights, Knicks Prime. I see that one right there. Yeah, Brooklyn, they're everywhere. Jean Cheryl, yeah, they're everywhere. They're everywhere tonight. They saw what was going on over there and they wanted to see what's going on with the Knicks.
Of course.
That's all it was.
So we're gonna go to let's go to King Deej on the phones, and then we're gonna go to Natty Solo on the Discord. King Deej, what's going on, King Deej?
Yo, what's up, man?
What's good, man? Will from Harlem, I see you, man. We're gonna get Will from Harlem in here too. Go ahead, Deej. Go ahead.
I got you. I'll make it real quick. I'm not taking no McBride slander, all right? I don't want to hear about McBride being too young. He's 21, same age as RJ. Tiz is the kind of coach that has to see it in order to believe it, and I think that this game was big, not just because of the win, not because of the revenge factor, none of that. It's big because if you heard him from his post game, and Tiz will tell you like a straight arrow, he's going to do what's best for the team. So if that means turning Kemba into Elfrid Payton last year, that 9-minute mark, if you're not feeling it within that first 3 minutes, then sub him out. I hear everybody talk about Quickly in the lineup. I don't want Quickly in the starting lineup. I want Quickly to end the game. That's what I care about.
And we saw it tonight. We saw it tonight, bro. And when we talk about Tibbs making adjustments, he went Quickly over RJ to close. He went with the starters and swapped Quickly for RJ to close it.
And he should. And you know why? It's not about, listen, this whole slandering RJ thing, sometimes it's best for what's available on the floor. And what was best for being available on the floor tonight, because this is the difference between having everybody on the floor being a threat and nobody on the floor being a threat except for one person. Trae Young has to guard somebody. So take it how you want. I don't care. In this game, Trae Young had to guard somebody. Whether that be Burks, Quickly, Fournier, RJ, he has to guard somebody. And the reason why he had 0 points in the fourth quarter is not because he was getting checked by IQ full court. I appreciate that. Yep. But the reason why he got tired is because he's playing defense. The kid don't play defense, man. If you go to all his games, all the games where they lose, he has to defend somebody. Yeah. So that's a big step. But I just hope that Tibbs goes with this. I'll treat Kemba like Payton. That's all I'm saying. And going forward, it's a big game on Tuesday. So no ups and downs. Randall, you played awful, but this version of Randall is the best version for the team. So I hope Tibbs puts everybody in positions for the best version of the team. I don't care if Randall went 0 for 7, 0 for 8 in the first half. You're a threat because you're a point forward, bro. Stop with the ISO. Use everybody else on the floor as a weapon. Because when they try to double team you, somebody's going to be open. You got to trust your instincts, trust your teammate, man. And I'm out. That's all I wanted to see. Sir. I want to see the kids. Obi's doing his thing. Like I've been saying, Jay from Florida, you're missing in action, bro. I don't see a core.
Jay ran from the smoke tonight. Ran from the smoke tonight,
Free Big Bride, Obi and Q Grimes are doing this thing. I'm out. Peace.
Let's go. King Deej, man. Appreciate you, King Deej. So to everybody in the chat, once again, let's get those likes up. Hit that thumbs up button for a big Knicks win. All right, here are the states where you cannot, as of right now, play Prize Picks. Here's where you cannot play Prize Picks. If you live in Arizona, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Hawaii, Idaho, Indiana, Iowa, Louisiana, Maine, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey. Can't play if you're in Jersey. Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Virginia, and Washington. If you live in those states, Prize Picks is not available in those states. Not available, especially New Jersey, especially for you guys in Jersey, you can't play. But if you live in the other states, any other states, New York in particular, you can play Prize Picks. All right, so just keep that in mind. I'm kind of impressed with myself, CK. These are all abbreviations, 2-letter abbreviations.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
I was just impressed by how many names you went off. That's a lot of states.
2-letter state abbreviations, bro. I really ran in on my geography tip just now.
Look at you, man.
Yeah, man. I had to jump in the bag and just get back to it, man. Sometimes you lose that that information as you get older, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just ran rapid fire with it, man. Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, couple more calls before we wrap up. We're gonna go to Natty Solo. Matter of fact, let me go to Will from Harlem, man, because he was in the building. I gotta get to Will, my guy Will Latimer. What's going on, bro?
CP, CK, what's up, fellas? How y'all doing tonight?
Let's go, Will. What's good, bro?
Yo, I'm doing great today, man. It was a good day for your boy. I told you I was circling this date on my calendar. I was in the building. The atmosphere was great. Mm-hmm. There was a whole lot of orange and blue in there. You know what I mean? But real quick on the game, Burks was excellent. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like the other caller said, the key to that fourth quarter, I was saying it in my seat, we got to make Trae play defense. He cannot hide, and he can't because Quickly is going to go at him and Burks is going to go at him. And I was mad when they had RJ guarding him. We didn't do nothing with RJ. But another thing, Obi Toppin is the difference when Obi Toppin's on the floor, fellas. I said that before my last call, CP. We got to play Obi. He's a difference maker. Mm-hmm. We got to play Obi. We here, bro. I mean, I wanted this game. We needed this game, and I appreciate the effort that they put forth today. And one more thing, Julius Randle, I don't know what's wrong with him, bro. I don't know what's wrong. He's not playing well. He's not playing well, man. I don't know where his head is at. He's just speeding at times, man.
Yeah.
But once he slow down, he's going to be all right, man. But I appreciate the time. I appreciate the love. I was up in the 200 seats. I had a good seat like Mr. Williams, though, but I was in the building with the family.
Yes, sir.
Word up, Bo. Good show, fellas. Thank you. Man. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Good win for your birthday, Will. Happy birthday again, man. Be safe, bro.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, dog. Yes, sir. Happy holidays to y'all fellas, man.
All right, man. Take it easy. All right, Papa Left, I see you. We're going to get to you. Natty Solo on the Discord. You up next, man. Natty Solo on the Discord. Natty Solo going once. Oh, don't miss the opportunity, man. Natty Solo going twice.
Oh, my bad. I had to show him.
There.
Nah, yeah, you good. What's good, bro?
Yeah, it's actually Nate from Rochester.
Nate, what's good, my guy? Nate in the building, man. What's good, man? Long time, bro.
Hey, man. Yo, you went Hollywood on me, man. You get so many callers now.
It's a lot of callers, man. We try to tell them rapid fire, man. I'm trying to get to everybody, man. You know?
I got you. I'll go quick. Quick. All right. So, real quick, I think one thing we did great earlier in the game, Trae Young hit like 2 really deep threes. And what we did do, we didn't overreact to it at all.
Yeah. You can have
Trae Young, he's not Steph Curry, he's not Damian Lillard. Like, you could check the percentages. He's not that like level of shooter. And like it's real easy to like get like enamored with that kind of shot. But I think we stayed disciplined and that was really good. And secondly, I think a lot of y'all are kind of like everybody got off the Mitch bandwagon for some reason. And Jericho Sims is doing the exact same thing he did 2 years ago. And I'm just kind of confused. And the thing is with Mitch, he's so good at offensive rebounds. I think we kind of forget about it. He had one huge one like late in the fourth.
Big time.
I think Randall got like free throws off of it or something. But you see how good he is on the boards, and we all like recognize that we lost the series partly because Capella just like ate our lunch against in the playoffs. But you know, I still got a lot of like hope in Mitch. I think he's gonna be great for us going down the stretch. And I wouldn't just overreact. Like, it's a long season, but this win is huge because the East is so like consolidated.
It was a big win.
Like, every win counts going on. But yeah, that's all I got really. Good talking to you.
Good talking to you, man. Good to hear from you, bro. Have a good weekend. Yeah, CK, I think it was a big win for us, man. You know what I mean? Just the way this team was struggling. And keep in mind, they're around the same place where they were last year. The difference is that, and again, it's still early. Last year, they came together at the right time. They started cooking at the right time. We're still waiting for them to get there. And could this win springboard them into something? You want to see them ripping off like 3 wins here, 3 wins here. You know what I mean? Just getting into a groove and really building some chemistry together, especially on the defensive end where it's been sorely lacking. We just have to see how do they adjust to their new roles, especially Fournier, Julius, RJ.
And importantly, with all that, with what you just mentioned, and winning at home, because now I think being 6-3 away is nice, and that's what you want to see. You want us to be able to take advantage of games like tonight against Atlanta in Atlanta. You want to see us win those games, but it's also huge for us to take advantage of the Madison Square Garden crowd. I think that's another thing that we should be looking at. I agree. You want to take some of those 3s in a row, 2s in a row, stuff like that, because we're going to drop some of them because we're still figuring it out. But along with that, I think it's important that we win at home. It's going to help us out long term for sure.
No question about it, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Knicks post-game live presented by Manscaped. Going to take a couple more calls and then wrap up with the remaining super chat. So if you did send a super chat, we will read it. All right, so we're going to go to Daquan. Then we're going to go to Tom. We're going to go to Mr. Alejandro and wrap with Papa Left. Rapid fire, fellas. Daquan from Harlem, you up next. What's going on?
Let's go, Nick Nation. How's everybody in the building? That's what the hell I'm talking about.
Let's
go.
go.
Got a good win on the road. The family was looking good in the building. I see more Knicks fans in Atlanta, Bird fans in the building. Forget hoes. There was just a bunch of birds tonight with a whole bunch of name calling this, that, and the third. But again, great win. I told you about this camaraderie a few weeks ago when everything was going on as far as like when we was dealing with Philly and all that other stuff for Indiana. I'm not even worried about past games. I'm just worried about the here and now. What I was looking on the court, we have to start quickly. Everybody in the comment chat, needs to throw a thumbs up for your man as well as the nation. CP, everybody, Knicks fans, make sure you got a thumbs up before you see it tonight. I'd appreciate that. First and foremost, and shout out to JD too, because he ain't the only one that's going to be cooking next week. I'm going to email you my information personally, and I'm going to make sure all of y'all get fed if y'all in the building. Because I already know how my team is going to give it up. I'm going to be acting a fool in the Barclays Center. You already know. It ain't no game over here.
Let's go.
Shout out to the family. I love everybody. I'm just hyped. I get to go to sleep with a smile on my face tonight. I'm already turned. Shout out to young Mike down south. I see you too, family. That's my ride or die right there. If I'm in the garden, I need energy out of everybody.
Let's get it.
Get over CBS, man. We here. This is our time. I'm trying to see a number 1 seed before the year's out. Holla at me.
Hey, let's go.
All right.
Fat Boy on the check-in, man. Preaching some positivity. Happy Saturday to him. All right, Tom from Huntington. Tom, what's going on?
Gentlemen, fantastic work like always. Plus Edgar, you got to throw him in the loop.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Just want to say, number one, shout out to Manscaped. You know me. My wife been hiding it from me because some of these losses get ugly. I get violent, but everything is great now. Love the game. Love the enthusiasm. The screens that Sims sets are just ridiculous. They got to they got to get this kid minutes. I know it's tough to get everybody minutes, but you got to get Sims minutes. You got to start quickly. Trying to think what else. Mr. Fourth Quarter Burks got to stay Mr. Fourth Quarter.
Yeah.
I like him off the bench. I love Julius when he's not forcing it too much, even though he did a little extra ISO. You know what? He was still passing, rebounding. Excellent win. You both have a fantastic evening, and we'll talk on Tuesday after another win.
Salute to Tom, man. A loyal Manscaped supporter.
He kills me with those, bro.
Loyal Manscaped supporter, man. Yeah, man. Make sure y'all support our sponsors that support us, man. You know what I'm saying? When you support our sponsors, you supporting the show that way as well. And it's a good product. You know, like Tom said, man, it's a good product. Shout out to Manscaped. I got my CK. Did you get your I had them send you a care package the other day, man. Did you get it in the mail, bro?
You talk the shampoo you talking about?
The shampoo and the body wash is next.
Yes, sir.
They covering us the total package. We got the cologne, the shampoo, the body wash, and of course the lawnmower 4.0, the king of razors, fellas, man. Make sure you guys go to manscaped.com. I think the Black Friday sale is still going on right now, 25% off site wide. And then if you missed that, again, you could always use our coupon code, 20% off plus free shipping with code KFTV. So make sure you guys are going out there and supporting. They ship to not only the U.S., Canada, also Europe, the U.K., South Africa, Australia, Singapore as well. So make sure you guys are going out and making a purchase. All right, final two. We go. Tell them Alejandro on the Discord. What's going on? Alejandro. Next up on the Discord.
Test.
Yo.
Test.
Yes, sir.
Crispy?
Yeah, you loud and clear, bro. Let's go.
Hey, CP, how you doing tonight? CK2K, how you doing tonight? I'm about to go ham, baby.
Let's go.
You know what? Let me tell you why. Because I've been waiting since we got eliminated by the Atlanta Hawks in the playoffs. I've been waiting to see them, okay? And I'm glad we got to see them. Let me tell you something. Tonight, we smoking on that Atlanta Hawks pack, baby. And it's so potent. I'm definitely rolling up that Clint Capella all day, every day, baby. And you remember when Trae Young was like, yo, make sure you come to the A? We in the A, bro. We took over the State Farm Arena. My goons out there infiltrated the State Farm Arena. They filmed video. They sent me the video. We up in there, straight orange and blue. We was screaming at the end of the game, letting them fans know that we took over their turf. This was war, and they didn't really realize that this was war. They thought they were just going to 4-1 us, and we was going to go away. Are you crazy? Nah, bruh. Wait till I'm on that eggnog for Christmas. We going to go even harder for that game, too. So shout out to the Knicks. I'm mad happy tonight. Y'all two keep cooking, because this is a big night for this fan base. These clowns tried to copy your YouTube channel. They don't have a legitimate fan base. They're bandwagon hoppers, bro.
We put Hawks fan to sleep. We put them to sleep tonight.
Yeah, you definitely did, and I'm happy that you did. Yeah. Because they only got inspired by seeing your litness.
Yeah.
That fan base is weak. We took over that turf. And I'm glad we did it. That's our city now. That's the New York Knicks' second home arena. All right? From
Let's
moving
go.
forward, we got the Madison Square Garden and we got the State Farm Arena. Straight up.
Mr. Alejandro. Bars, CK. Throw a 5 in the chat, man. He was turned up.
Easy 5.
Easy 5. That was like a wrestling promo, man. I thought
that's what it sounded like.
My man went full Macho Man in his bag, man. Like Survivor Series promo. You know what I'm saying? Like those is when the promos was the heaviest, man. You in Survivor Series, you got your whole team squatted up. Those is when the promos were at the top of the game, man. Yo, Mr. Alejandro came with that smoke, man.
Yeah, man.
Late
Talking
night.
about our litness. Let's go.
Let's go. I like that. I love the energy, man. He came with the same energy we came with tonight and got the W. So shout out to him, man. Big supporter of the show. Always appreciate it. His call, Mr. Alejandro, appreciate you, man. All right, wrapping us up tonight. We got Knicks Weekly tomorrow night, man. So tune in tomorrow night. Knicks Weekly, the weekly recap show. So tune in for that tomorrow night. Papa Left in the building. Papa Left closing the show.
Papa.
Let's get it going, man.
Hey, yo, CK, your shot, bro.
What's good?
Yo, CP was good.
How you feeling, bro?
Yo, I want to shout out. I want to shout out on behalf of all KnicksFanTV. I want to shout out Jay Boogie down in the A.
Yeah.
Representing that just made me smile. That just made me really happy seeing you tweet that out and hearing his phone call and hearing how he, and by the way, I think I don't know what's going on with Clyde, but I do think that Wally has been surprisingly very good with Bream on these telecasts.
Yeah, Wally fills in for him every now and again, and Clyde probably went down to St. Croix for the holiday. You know what I'm saying? More than likely, he just went down there to chill.
Yeah. I thought so. I think Wally's been doing a very good job there, kind of like giving the players, Clyde's obviously a legend, but Wally's a little bit more in touch with today's game, and he does have some knowledge. I think there was a trivia question about 30 points and 10 assists, and when Marbury's name came up, even in Wally's answer, he was like, yep, Marbury. Like, he knows the modern day NBA, not to slight Clyde at all, but it's just an interesting take. But I didn't call to talk about Wally Szczerbiak tonight. I called to talk about these young players and that 5-man rotation of IQ, Grimes, Obi, Sims, and there was a fifth, RJ. Man, if that lineup didn't make the Knicks fan base Christmas wish list, like you don't even ask Santa for that because it's not even going to happen. You know what I mean? It's just unbelievable a moment in time for us fans to see those 5 guys on the floor together. And, when me and CK watched Grimes in action in Vegas, and there's a lot of people who are saying, overreaction to Vegas, it doesn't matter. Don't Summer League doesn't matter. It matters. When IQ and Obi are standing there as veterans with Grimes and Sims and Deuce, it matters that they're looked at to lead, because there's been times where IQ and Obi have been asked to be floor generals and leaders for us. Specifically IQ, it matters when Tibbs is grooming him to be the next point guard. On this team with 2 aging bodies at point guard with Rose and Kemba. It matters. It matters when Grimes is out there struggling from 3 and still playing defense. And the guy has special ability on defense. I mean, we're talking about this first unit, and man, we got to inject some youth in that first unit. We got to inject some athleticism. We got to inject some back and forth pace play. RJ plays so much better with the second unit. It's been said a million times. I don't know why he's not getting some more burn with them. That first unit backcourt is way too slow. And Grimes is, he's our best backcourt defender. In terms of athleticism and the ability to stick him on the team's play, I think since Shumpert, I don't know who else we've had that's that good. And Grimes is that good. And I don't understand when Rose and Kemba come back, this guy's not going to play. And it's just unfair because he just adds an element of defense. It's a two-way game. And how did we win tonight's game on defense? I know he wasn't in there, but IQ could guard Trey because he plays at his age. He plays at his game. He plays at that level of basketball. Alec Burks can't guard These guys, Fournier can't guard these guys. You have to play young, athletic players. This is a young man's game. I'm going to leave it on that.
Yes, sir.
Man, this is a good win. And just a little nugget before I leave. The Suns came in on a 14-game winning streak. The Hawks came in on a 7-game winning streak. That's a combined 21-0. That's a back-to-back while you're struggling. These are the type of wins that keep you above 500. It keeps you a winning culture, and you move forward and you try to steal one in Brooklyn on Tuesday night. Thank you, guys. It was a great show. I'm honored to close it. Have a good night.
Papa Left, man. Enjoy the weekend, my dude. Good to hear from you. Papa Left closing the show. And he's right. You know, some people don't take a lot of stock in the summer league, CK, but I think there's certain players who you can kind of tell are gonna make an immediate impact. I think some players you have a good idea that they can come in and contribute right away. And with Grimes, it was like that. You know, with McBride, it's like, yes, you know, his defense will be there, but as a player who's gonna have to play primarily at the point, you know, obviously he's got a little bit of ways to go. But with Grimes, you saw like the way he was playing defense out there and knocking down the threes. And, you know, you could just tell that when he's playing with better players and have to just be more of a role player, he's going to be fine in his limited minutes. He's going to be very impactful. And you saw that. He knocked down one tough shot and tough three with a defender right in his grill. Smothered Lou Williams, smothered whoever he was on. He was all over the court defensively. And, you know, again, the one area that he has to work on, which has been known from all scouting reports and what you've seen, is putting the ball on the floor. You know, he had one possession where he put the ball on the floor, he got a little bit, you know, skittish a little bit, and then passed it to Jericho Sims, who couldn't do nothing with it. So that's light. But overall, Grimes is going to have to figure into this unit, man. He's going to have to figure into this rotation, bro, 100%.
Yep, you know, I've been on that bandwagon since the off season, put him in the lineups in our lineup predictions. I'm being memed on Twitter. Every time Grimes on the floor, you see my face on Twitter on something. Yeah, I'm a big believer in the kid. I'm not saying he's going to be the next superstar or nothing like that. But like you said, for what this team is, we need guys like Grimes that are going to fill it out, especially with the youth, you know. So, yeah, I really hope that he does become a rotational player, and I believe he will.
No question about it. 99-90, Knicks smoke that Hawks pack tonight. Act 1 goes to the good guys. So we'll take that W. Let's read out the rest of the super chats that have come in. So to everybody that submitted the super chat, everybody that has been supporting the show, always appreciate it. Let's get to the super chats here. So to all the mods, great work. Make sure you guys are hitting that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Just waiting for the super chats to load up.
You holding it down, Edgar. We see you, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Edgar holding it down on the phones. Shout out to Rhyme Animal Chuck D as usual. Brooklyn. The battle for New York now.
Woo!
Let's go. Are you ready, man? Are you ready for it? Shout out to Cynthia CK, $10 super chat, says salute CP CK2K. Will Tibbs stick with the kids for once? Oh, will Tibbs stick with the kids once Rose, Kemba, Noel, and Taj are back full strength? I don't think we would have seen the kids tonight if these guys were well. Tibbs do the right thing, and Tibbs was non-committal there. But again, these kids, they gave him what he needed. Now, how will he respond? Shout out to Kaiju K, $10 super chat. 1 round left. Says put some respect on AB's name. That's a fact. Del Will says Tibbs sick the young dogs on him, took the leashes off and said go eat. Rhyme Animal Chuck D, everybody throw a PE in the chat. Says Knicks was Wingstop, Grimes, and the youth. Flow Hypnotic says it's looking like the Knicks defense is back. Let's go. Scope is too dope. $5 super chat says Tibbs needs to let Sims out of his cage. He's someone I don't want to give up on. We need to develop his game more because this was amazing. Bandana Dan, $5 super chat says sometimes Mitch looking like a 40-year-old Kurt Thomas out there. Block Ness was working, man. Block Ness was working, man. Make no mistake.
Man, come on.
Block Ness was definitely working. Devon Cerna, $5 super chat says Randall seems out of game shape for whatever reason. Can't bang with the bigs like last season. I don't know. I'm not sure if he's out of game shape. He puts in a lot of work in the offseason.
Yeah, I don't know if I can co-sign that.
Yeah, I can't really co-sign that. Hoodie's Vintage says good solid win, defensive effort, adjustment, maybe hiding Kemba on defense a la Trae Young. I think Noel's minutes should be up for grabs too. # free Obi. Kevin Joseph, appreciate the super chat. David Claudio, appreciate it. Del Will says, tell me how the Hawks crowd was screaming defense without moving their lips. Fake noise. I've been saying that since I was there last year in the playoffs. That's a fact. They pipe in fake crowd noise. I heard it myself.
Oh, yeah.
I have no reason to lie. And even on tonight's broadcast, CK, Breen and Wiley was like, yo, it's awfully loud in here. And I think they were trying to make that point. You know, they got to be PC. They got to say it in the most indirect way. It's awfully loud with the PA system, very loud than usual. Bro, they pipe in the noise. I looked up and I literally could hear it. I could see the words coming out of the PA system. They were piping in the crowd noise.
I buy it.
Yeah, man.
I buy it.
Com3 NYC super chat says the future is bright. Them young boys will take over the team. Tibbs better get ready. My guy Will from LI on the check-in says, let's go. Hello from Phuket, Thailand. Will flexing on the vacay, but just like the Knicks, the fandom grind never stops. The kids came up big. Play the kids, man. Shout out to Will over there in Thailand. It's probably about 12 noon or so over there, man. Thailand, great place to go. Definitely one of my favorite places to visit. I remember one time I was out there. I was watching the Knicks game. I brought the fire stick with me. And I was out there watching the game, 10 a.m., man. This is when we had McBuckets, Doug McBuckets. Hit a big three-pointer against the Miami Heat, man. I'm wilding out my hotel room in Thailand. But yeah, shout out to Thailand for sure. Rhyme Animal Chuck D, $20 super chat. Appreciate you, Chuck. He says, few remember November. In March, Tibbs has a system. I follow the NBA like I used to follow the NFL. Next man up is as real as the style of play will injure 50% of the league over a long 82. Tibbs will have all 15, I believe, indeed. All 15 believe indeed. Boston Nick, appreciate it. CJ says we need more consistency from the team overall. Yeah, that's true. O-Dog Super Chat says East is very competitive this year. No team is really running away with it. Brock Madenick says Hawks Fan TV having technical difficulties tonight. One question, if you could bring back one player from last year's team, who would it be? Well, who'd you really lose?
Easy.
Who'd we lose? Peyton and Bullock?
Nah, man. Theo Pinson, man.
Oh,
bring him back.
Pinson.
Come on, man. Wayne Selden ain't doing nothing for us. Come on back.
Bring back the dancer, man. Bring back the true cheerleader. Bring back Theo.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. Alyssa, appreciate it. Paul Robinson says, start IQ, switch on defense like we should have been doing all year, and we getting that 50 burger. Boston Nick says, so now we have a glimpse of how healthy Mitch. Oh, I got that already. Appreciate you, Boston Nick. He also sent another super chat that says, this is the thing, our injuries threw the Hawks off completely. Nobody knew we would play the Hawks, how we would attack and play the Hawks. Postseason Hawks studied us to a T. Junior Karoma says, CP and CK2K, man, y'all preaching some gospel to my ears right now. LMAO. Joseph Chavez says, Chemma's got to go. Gartrell Davis says, that alley to Obi to end the second quarter. Oh, my God. That's a fact. 03 Stang GT says, CP for the youngins playing hard tonight. $20 super chat. ACL 13 says, CP is the unquestioned president of the Alex Burks fan club. This is how you punch back. Where Brooklyn at? Let's go. Kevin Joseph super chat says, felt phenomenal to watch the Pigeons brick shot after shot after shot in person tonight. Beautiful game. Thank you, second unit. Jimmy Fawson's $10 super chat. He says, if that hairstyle makes quickly see the court like that, you better keep that hairstyle. IQ low-key great. Played great defense against Young. He did. Off Top Media says, people don't understand how important Rose is. Him not being in was detrimental to our flow. Our starters came out great, and Rose was needed to compete. Oh, I think that was from last night's game. All right, yeah. No, he was right on that. That was last night's game. Yeah, man. All right, CK, man. Great show as usual. To everybody in the chat, man, always appreciate your support. Remember tomorrow, or in a few hours, you can check For the podcast links, go to KnicksFanTV.com for the podcast links. Also go to KnicksFanTV.com for the player ratings. KnicksFanTV Remy's player ratings should be ready around, say, 11 to noon Eastern time, PM New Eastern time. So that should be out midday on the East Coast. And yeah, man, great win once again, man. 99-90. Knicks smoking on that Hawks pack. See you guys tomorrow for Knicks Weekly. My guy Alex Rataros will be back in the building, recapping the week that was for the Knicks. Those of you that want to call in, man, join us for the call. We'll